Hello, everyone. I'm sure you have seen the latest news on the Happy Boys and OPM pastor Chibuzo. We have been following their story for a while now, and all of a sudden, we got this shock of our lives. We have all been seeing OPM pastor as a very generous man, a very nice philanthropist, and so many kinds of accolades and titles we can give to him based on how he has been in the news recently for good things until he helped these happy boys. I'm not going to start reminding you about who the happy boys are. We have been following their stories for a while now. They got sacked from where they were working at, and OPM pastor sent them to Cyprus for further education. And since then till now, it has been from one problem to another. They started dragging the pastor for not helping them anymore and all of that. And Nigerians have been like, what? You guys, and this sense of entitlement and everything. And the way they were doing it, we all felt they were not being appreciative enough or not patient enough until they dropped this bombshell that has left everybody speechless. To be frank with you, I am not surprised at this latest news. I have long expected it because once anybody brings himself or herself out to limelight, all the person's linens will be washed by your friends and enemies. And believe me, people that wash your linens in the public are not your enemies because they don't have access to your linens. Your friends, your people that are close to you, that know your linens, are the ones that will wash them in the public because they are the ones that have access to them. They are the ones that know what you are doing. I have always known the fact that people don't just give gifts for free. There is no free gifts. Every gift has a price tag. They are giving it to you in exchange for something. That is why useless people hardly get help because they have nothing to give in return. Even your parents that gave birth to you, that are raising you, are giving you the best, hoping that you become useful tomorrow and give them care in return. So there is no free gift. That is why if I am accepting any gift from anybody, I usually think about the price I will have to pay in return to that. I face realities the way they are. If it's something I can pay, well and good, I will accept your gift with open hands. If it's not something I can pay, that is how I usually become a bad person because they'll be like, what is she feeling like? They are trying to help her and she's behaving this way. And people usually don't understand it. Open your eyes. Anybody that is giving you a gift is likely not going to tell you directly what you have to bring in return. Women can easily calculate, but with men, I don't think it's the same. Let's even consider this scenario where we are all seeing the ills that are going on in the churches, the brainwashing, the taking advantage, the fake miracles, and everything, manipulation, and all of that. And these churches still have their full members intact with all the scandals going on and everything. And you are wondering, why are the members not scattering? Why are they still there? The thing is, if you are in a place, you are in an organization for a particular purpose, and that purpose is being met, you are getting fulfillment, you won't see any other problem, anything else that is wrong with the organization. It doesn't concern you. That thing that you want, you are getting it, and to hell with every other thing. So that is why these people are still there. And the truth is that many people are really not in church because of the word of God or the salvation. No, before you joined a church, there must be something that pushed you into the church. And usually it's, especially with new generation churches, the old ones, most of us were born into one church or the other. But these new ones that came out, people got attracted either by the miracles they are performing, right? Or by generosity of the man of God, or by quest for, there must be a problem that you are trying to solve. So, and if you are in such a place, and let's say that church is making 1 billion a year from you guys, and they have small, small departments that once in a while help the members in one way or the other, and you are benefiting from this, you don't even know how much is made in a year. You are more concerned with this small benefits you are getting at the grassroots, right? Likewise, if your problem is not maybe financial difficulties or this kind of little assistance, there are some people that are in churches because they are looking for life partners. You want a husband or you want a wife, and you have seen that this church has beautiful girls or very handsome men, and you went there. Even if the world is saying that this church is occultic or anything, it doesn't concern you. You are there to find a husband, and once you get there, you will be minding the business that brought you there. And if your problem is spiritual problem, or that you need financial help, and this one is the one the man of God himself will deal with, and he's actually dealing with giving you the money or giving you the deliverance, whatever. Even if they are saying that this place is bad, this in general, that this, you won't mind. So now, back to what I was saying about receiving generosity. If an influential person suddenly begins to visit you or visit your home, now you are not the one going, this person is the one visiting, and you just take it casually, you will be the biggest fool in town. There is something this person wants. Nobody gets up from his house or her house and just takes a step for no reason. No. In fact, I can't think of myself waking up for wrong reasons. I am going to this place to get a problem solved. There must be a value for every step anyone takes. So if someone begins to come to you and you are only seeing how you are benefiting from the visit or what the person is bringing without thinking about what you are going to give that made this person come, you will be the biggest fool in town. I am trying to choose my words carefully to not get my page into problems. The thing is that people know the truth, actually, but they don't want to face it. Am I saying that what the Happy Boys are doing is good? No. But I am trying to really tell you guys that there is no smoke without fire. I like to balance my discussions. Quite all right. Many poor people have become so entitled. They have made being charitable to be very difficult. But even at that, for every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. You cannot be nice to a poor person that you are helping and the person will suddenly become antagonistic. No, I have had first-hand experiences in this. If you are in a position to receive help, that is the worst thing that can happen to you in this life. Because they will so use you, they will want to, treat you like you are less a human because they are giving and you are receiving. You will become their puppet. You will be the last they will attend to whenever you come around. You will send a message and they will respond after 1 month just because life has become unfair to you and you found yourself in a situation to receive help. Any kind of help at all, any kind of help. People like to take advantage of your situation. I know what I'm saying. But I don't want to give so many examples because I don't really want this video to be so long. Now, let's talk about this latest bombshell these Happy Boys released of the pastor. Somehow they have linked up the whole acts of generosity that OPM pastor has been involved in over the time. And remember that it was not only these Happy Boys that called him out. The parents of that lady that were killed in the north that he gave a house to also called him out. So when that family came out was when I became very curious. I was like, well, the men of God are human beings. They live in the same corrupt system as we are in. They are not living in heaven on earth. They are here with us. So they see everything we see. They experience everything we experience. They have their normal life apart from the church activities. But the thing is that people worry that these people don't live by the words they preach because everything they are doing wrong, other normal people do them wrong too. But their own becomes news because these are the things they condemn openly. In this latest review, the pastor was said to have slept with a 14-year-old girl, got her pregnant. So many people have slept with so many people they are not supposed to sleep with and have gotten them pregnant. And it really became funny to me when allegedly the voice in that clip that really sounds like OPM pastor's voice was threatening the young girl and not even showing remorse that he knew that this thing is not okay, that it happened by mistake. No, he was justifying it. He was even mentioning his fellow colleagues that have been involved in such scandal and was telling the little girl, pata pata, after a while it will die down and life will continue. And in the process, he mentioned Suleiman alongside other ones. And I started laughing when I heard this. I was like, this is the same Suleiman that was speaking on your behalf, trying to caution the boys on your behalf when you couldn't. I think it happened at the time we heard that the pastor slumped at the airport. He was saying it openly in his church that if the OPM pastor has failed to deport them back to Nigeria, that Pastor Suleiman, will bring the boys back if he gets any further dragging from them. He didn't know that the boys were still preparing. But guys, think about it. If the only offense OPM pastor committed against these boys was the fact that he stopped caring for them and giving them money, do you think it's enough to make the boys to start dragging him this way? You cannot tell me that if you totally depend on me, whether in good or in bad. You know how it is when you depend on somebody. If it becomes bad for the person, it becomes bad for you. And the only thing you will keep doing is to keep praying so that things will not go bad with the person. Otherwise, it will affect you. So, but if you dare all these consequences and begins to bite the fingers that feed you, there must be something. But Nigerians don't think critically. For example, the Deborah parents, Nigerians were told that they were given estates, they were given a house, they will even be putting tenants and collecting rent, and they started a restaurant for them and so many, that very flamboyant story we had. Coming out to drag this man, does it mean that they don't know that the man can change his mind and quit them? But me, if I know something bad about someone that has been kind to me, to be frank, I will not be the first to throw a stone. Once I remember that kindness that has been shown to me, I will just shun the matter. People don't learn from their past mistakes and they don't learn from other people. I don't know the full story, but why would you bring someone that you are trying to help so close to yourself to know all your dirty secrets? If I have a lot of resources to help people and I am in a position to help someone that needs accommodation, I would rather give you money to go and get the accommodation where you want amongst your people. Even if I have extra rooms in my house, I will rather give you money. How did these boys get to know these stories they are bringing out? How? Because there is no smoke without fire. How did they get access to this voice note they leaked out? Because that story does not involve them in any way, but they are using it against the pastor right now. Nobody is talking about the fact that this pastor is as scandalous as others and trying to cover it up with generous acts. Nobody is talking about that he slept with a minor. Nobody is talking about the fact that he cheated on his wife and got someone else pregnant outside his marriage. And people are busy just blaming the boys that they are being ungrateful. It's the same mentality with which many people don't see anything wrong in receiving gifts from people that they know they made their money in a wrong way. Once you receive from the person, you won't see anything wrong with all the crimes they committed in making the money. Is that supposed to be so? And now we know why the pastor kept quiet over this whole thing. Now we know why he He didn't react when people expected him to react, or to scold the boys or to punish them or anything. But come on, how come people are getting into so much atrocities? How come? It surprises me. You will be thinking that this one person is different. But when they open, hi, I mean, that's if there are elements of truth in the stories, though, because I also know that most times the news, the things we get to hear on the social media are totally false. But I get worried when the stories come out with receipts, giving evidences and not being scared to face consequences. I tend to believe that there are more to it than just mere accusations. Anyway, I'm going to end this story here. I don't know what you guys think, but for me, men of God are not leading by examples. And these are the things you will look at and you lose your faith. It will make you conclude that you are even better than someone you are looking up to. My name is Vivian and I'm going to end it here. I will see you on the next one.
That go ahead and do, or know that the scandal will not be off. Every scandal have a time date. If you put your scandal everywhere, there's no pastor that there are many pastors that have scandal. Suleiman had his own scandal. The other person that had his own scandal. Even Steve had his own scandal. Everybody had a scandal. But the scandal did not close the door. If you put your scandal, you put it after the thing goes away. What next? What next? After that scandal, what next? I can decide if the scandal becomes too much, I can come out in the public, come to the altar, kneel down, and cry.
I will the shame go
Children, my members, I'm sorry. Yes, I did this and I've asked God to forgive
who
me.
will the
And I've
shame go
stopped
to?
it. So I can create